Today we will be talking about the game between the Chennai Super Kings vs Delhi Capitals, which happened in Delhi, and the CSK, who were trolled for three losses, have made a real comeback in the wins and are still safe in the playoffs race. Their hopes are alive. CSK's playoff hopes are alive, that we see, and we think that Chennai Super Kings are the comeback Super Kings without Mahendra Singh Dhoni. I think we see, and I think Dhoni should be not come in the team that we see. It will be good if Sanju Samson be the player and carries the CSK batting lineup that we see. He has been that player who has been playing so good and so well in the IPL. He's been a player who plays so good, that is Sanju Samson. He's a player who has been playing a very good knock in the IPL that we see. That is Sanju Samson. He's a player who plays very good, and he's been carrying the legacy of CSK's batting lineup that we see. Sanju Samson scoring 3 or 4 runs that we see has only carried the batting for CSK that we see. That is Sanju Samson. But then talking about the Delhi Capitals batting that we see, so we talk about Pathum Nissanka and KL Rahul scored more than runs in the overs that we see, and they have been playing very good batting that we see. A good batting by Pathum Nissanka and a good batting by KL Rahul, but it failed the opening. Nitish Rana was also not in form that we see. Karun Nair has also not played that good that we see. Akshar Patel scoring the less runs in the IPL as a captain that we see. I think Akshar Patel as a captain has not been that good that we see. In the first 3-4 games he has been good. In the next game he has not been good that we see. That is Akshar Patel having less strike rates in the IPL that we see. He's not been contributing in the batting that we see. That is Akshar Patel. He's been that player who has not been doing so well, and so he's not been that player who's not been leading very well in the IPL that we see. Then we talk about Trishan Stubbs. Trishan Stubbs has been that player who has been taking so good runs that we see, and he's been handling the batting for Delhi Capitals that we see. He's been that good player in the lower order player, and he's been that player who has been playing so good and so well in the IPL that we see. Trishan Stubbs is a player who plays so good and so well in the IPL that we see. He scored 38 runs that we see. That is Trishan Stubbs, and he has been carrying the batting in the death overs that we see. Trishan Stubbs, he's been the player who has played so well and so good in the IPL that we see. He's been a player who plays so well in the IPL that we see. That is Trishan Stubbs. He's been a player who has been playing so well in the IPL. He's been a player who has been playing those knocks very well that we see. He's been a player who has been taking that team to a high level matches that we see. That is Trishan Stubbs. And then we talk about the impact player, that is Samir Rizvi. Samir Rizvi जो है, he's the biggest impact player for that team, scoring those runs in the IPL that we see and smashing those runs in the IPL that we see. That is Samir Rizvi. Samir Rizvi has been that player who has been playing so good and so well in the IPL that we see. He's been a player who has been scoring so good runs that we see. Even in the death overs that we see, that Samir Rizvi smashing those runs in the IPL that we see. He's been that player who has been playing so good and so well in the IPL. And he's been a player who played a very good knock in the IPL that we see. That is Samir Rizvi taking the team to a high level, and also Ashutosh Sharma smashing 2 sixes very well that we see. He's been that player who has been scoring so good and so well in the IPL that we see. That is Ashutosh Sharma, but I think Delhi Capitals batting has been failing around after scoring low runs that we see. Then talking about the CSK's bowling that we see. CSK's bowling, I see only Noor Ahmed has been the player who has been doing too good that we see. Noor Ahmed has been taking those back-to-back wickets that we see. He's been that player who has been doing so good and so well in the IPL that we see. Noor Ahmed, he's been a good spinner for that team, and he has been a good in the flat pitches in Delhi that we see. It is a good spin pitch for that we see. That is Noor Ahmed. And Akil Hossain took 1 wicket that we see. Gurjapneet has taken 1 wicket. Jamie Orton has taken 1 wicket. Mukesh Chaudhary has also taken 1 wicket, but Anshul Kamboj went expensive in the last over that we see. He has been that player who has been going expensive in the last over, but he has taken more wickets for CSK that we see. That is Anshul Kamboj. I think CSK with a weak team are performing very well that we see, and they have been performing a very good knock in the IPL that we see, and have been playing so good and so well in the IPL that we see. That CSK team is making a real comeback after going through 3 losses. They have made the real comeback in the IPL that we see. CSK without Dhoni that we see, without MS Dhoni that we see, I think CSK can have 50% of chances to qualify this year that we see. I think their hopes are very high, low that we see. If we see that CSK have 50% of chances in qualifying, I think we see that game, and their bowling has been too good that we see. After bringing Akil Hussain, after bringing Noor Ahmed, after bringing Jamie Overton, I think those four OCs we see, Brevis, Overton, Akil Hussain, and Noor Ahmed, can be those four OC players who can do very well in the IPL that we see. But then talking about the Chennai Super Kings batting, we talk about the batter who has been carrying the batting for that team that we see, that is Sanju Samson. Sanju Samson is the player who has been carrying CSK's batting with 200s and 150. Sanju Samson has been that only player who has been playing so well in the IPL. He's been a player who has played so good and so well in the IPL that we see. That is Sanju Samson. Sanju Samson has been that player who has been playing so good in the IPL. He's been a player who plays so good. He's been a player who has been carrying the innings very well that we see. Sanju Samson in the last 2, 3, or 4 games, whenever Sanju Samson has scored a 50 or scored 100, CSK have won that game that we see. He has been that player who has been playing so good and so well that we see, that is Sanju Samson. Sanju Samson, he's a player who plays a very good knock in the IPL. He's a player who plays so good and so well in the IPL that we see. Sanju Samson is a player, he plays so well in the IPL. He's been carrying the CSK's batting lineup that we see. Sanju Samson in the last 2-3 games has been scoring those runs that we see. He has a higher strike rate while winning. He has been that good finisher, and under that legacy that we see, Sanju Samson can be the next captain for Chennai Super Kings that we see. Sanju Samson, I want Sanju Samson to be the next captain for Chennai Super Kings, and I think he can carry the legacy of Mahendra Singh Dhoni that we see. He's been that player who has played so good and so well in the IPL that we see. Sanju Samson has been the player who has played very well in the IPL that we see. He's been a player who has played a very good knock in the IPL we see. He has played a good knock in the T20 World Cups. He has played a good knock in the IPL that we see, because Sanju Samson has been that player who has been playing so well in the IPL and carrying CSK towards a good batting lineup. Only Samson is carrying the batting lineup for CSK, and none other batters are carrying the batting lineup for CSK. Ruturaj Gaikwad, after playing a very good innings against Mumbai Indians, is now failing here also that we see. What is happening to Ruturaj Gaikwad? Ruturaj Gaikwad has been that player who has been doing so good and so well in the IPL, but now he's been that player after scoring 250s that we see. Ruturaj Gaikwad is looking like he's been a very low phase that we see. After scoring those 2 comebacks that we see, he's been that player who has been doing very well in the IPL that we see, that is Ruturaj Gaikwad. Ruturaj Gaikwad has not been so good in this year's IPL that we see. He's been the player, and as a captain he has been too good that we see. Can CSK make a second half in the comeback? And I think CSK have 2 matches against LSG that we see. I think winning against both the games that we see, it can be a major startup that we see, and can be a good chance in the game for them that we see, for CSK team that we see. They have been doing very well that we see, that is Chennai Super Kings are the team who have been playing so good and so well in the IPL that we see. And then talking about Urvil Patel has been smashing those sixes and so well in the IPL, but I think he has been that player who has not been doing so good. But he's been the player after Ayush Matre got retired out. Urvil Patel has been that player who has been doing so good and so well in the IPL, but he's smashed 2 6s that we see, and has been that player who has been playing so good that we see, that is Urvil Patel. And then talking about Kartik Sharma, after a disastrous first half, Kartik Sharma has been playing those comeback that we see. He has been the player who has been smashing those huge number of runs in the IPL that we see, that is Kartik Sharma has been that player who has been playing so well in the IPL, and he's been a player who played so good in the IPL that we see, that is Kartik Sharma. Only Akshar Patel took 1 wicket, and Lungi Sani Ngidi took 1 wicket that we see. And like we talk about this game now, I think Natarajan has gone expensive, Kuldeep has gone expensive, Stark has bowled such good overs that we see. I think Delhi Capitals need to get a good team that we see, good bowling apartment that we see. I think Natarajan and 3 paces that we see, you see Natarajan not in form. I think Delhi Capitals bowling is the weakness that we see, except Mitchell Stark and Lungi Ingiri are the players who have been doing so good and so well, and have been a good bowling compartment for Delhi Capitals that we see, and he has been that player who have been doing so good and so well that we see. And then talking about today's match that we see, that is SRH versus Punjab Kings that we see, and we talk about this game that we are talking about. SRH have been that team who have been playing so good and so well in the IPL, and have been the team who have been playing so good that we see. SRH team has been playing so good that we see. We talk about that team, we talk about the lineup that we see. Travis Head, Abhishek Sharma, Ishan Kishan. The last time that SRH faced against Punjab, they lost that game, but only that one game, that Shreyas Iyer's game that we see, that Shreyas Iyer's knock was the crucial knock against Sunrisers Hyderabad that we see. And we see that game, Abhishek Sharma has been playing so good and so well in the IPL that we see. He's been the player who is the player to watch out for that we see. And Ishan Kishan has been the player who has been so good and has been scoring those runs in the IPL that we see. And then talking about SRH's bowling that we see, Pat Cummins, Ishan Malinga, Sakib Hussain, Nitish Kumar Reddy, Harsh Dubey are the players who have been doing so good in the bowling that we see, and have been the good in the bowling department that we see. But there is only one bowler who has been doing very good, that is Ishan Malinga has been that player who has been doing so good and so well in the IPL that we see, and has been the player who has been playing so well in the IPL that we see, that is Ishan Malinga. Ishan Malinga has been that player who has been playing so good in the IPL that we see, and has been the player who has played so well in the IPL that we see. And a player who plays so well in the IPL that we see, that is Ishan Malinga, is the player who has been taking those quick wickets in the IPL that we see, and is the purple cap winner that we see, that is Ishan Malinga has been that player who has been the player who is then we talk about the Punjab Kings batting that we see. Punjab Kings have been that team who have been doing so good and so well in the IPL that we see. We talk about Prabh Simran Singh, we talk about Priyan Shaurya, we talk about Cooper Connolly, and we talk about the Sarpanch Sahab, Shreyas Iyer, who has been the players who have been doing so well in the IPL that we see. And we talk about that team, Punjab Kings have been that team who have been too good that we see. But today I want Punjab Kings to win this game that we see, and Punjab Kings are still winning this game that we see, and they will win this game. Punjab Kings are winning this game, so I think it's a Hyderabad pitch that we see, and SRH might score 200 to 220 that we see in the IPL, 200 to 220, and Punjab Kings can easily chase it that we see, and they have been that team who can be so good in the IPL that we see, that is Punjab Kings. Talking about Punjab Kings bowling that we see, Arshdeep Singh, uh, Vaishak Vijay Kumar has been that team who has been too good. Yuzvendra Chahal, spinner who has been too good that we see. Then Marco Jansen, the Pacers have been too good. Arshdeep Jansen, Bartlett, and Vaishak Vijay Kumar are the players who have been doing so good that we see. Harpreet Brar is an impact player. Then even Yuzvendra Chahal as a spinner has been too good that we see, and Yuzi Chahal in spin pitches has been so good that we see. But I think he will be the greater impact for the Punjab Kings that we see, that is Yuzvendra Chahal that we see. And that's all for today, and make sure you like, share and subscribe for more content and for more videos and all. Thank you.